Guys, did you eat all my candy? Well, it's written all over your face. Well, shiver me timbers. Ozarks FOX AM starts right now.
This is Ozarks FOX AM.
Good Monday morning. Welcome to Ozarks FOX AM. I'm Jeremy Rabe.
And I'm Kelly Smith. Thanks for joining us today. Oh my goodness.
Kelly, that candy was really good, by the way.
It was so good. I'm kind of in the mood for some more. Maybe we'll get some soon.
I have a feeling we will. Did you have a good weekend?
I did. You know what? I had a very relaxing weekend. The weather was perfect.
Yes, it was.
And I did, and I know you did.
Yes,
well.
I was in Mountain Home, and I have a special treat for you later in the show that I brought back to you from Mountain Home, Arkansas.
Did Debbie make it?
Debbie's daughter-in-law, Carrie Stinger, made it for you. I teased it last week, Friday. I'll just say this. It's the best cheesecake you'll ever have.
And it's homemade?
And it's homemade. Carrie Stinger from Mountain Home, Arkansas. It's amazing.
These guys are the best cooks. And I know that you love them, but that's probably the reason you go down there to
for
eat
the food.
All the food.
Yes.
Well, I hope you have pictures later because I'd like to see about your weekend.
Yep.
Okay, we are so excited. Before we get into the show, we want to welcome a good friend of ours from Legends in Concert Branson, Ryan Pelton. Come on
Ryan,
in here.
get over here,
yes,
you.
Yes.
Hey.
We love Ryan.
Look what I brought.
You brought candy.
Just for you.
Oh,
just
thank
for you.
you.
Nice to see you.
We didn't get enough before,
listen,
Ryan.
We won't steal it. It's right here, all on TV. We'll eat it publicly.
I'm sure you're not going to steal it.
Don't have to steal that anymore.
Ryan, we know you're a huge Halloween fan.
I am.
And you do it upright every single year, but you've got a big party coming up.
I do. It's an amazing party, and this is my first year in Branson. So
welcome.
This is and I've traditionally thrown these parties everywhere I've been.
So wherever you're living, you throw these types of parties.
I do.
So it's new to Branson, but not new to you.
Correct. Yeah. So we're going to have a great time, and there's going to be like prizes, and going to give away a 55-inch TV, costume prizes, $1,000 in costume prizes.
If Kelly comes a share, is that playing fair?
He's so over me a share.
I don't know
That's
if that's
not playing fair because she's a pro.
I know.
No. He's over the share, and share's done. Okay, but we want to show some folks some of the things that you do. Look at some of these pictures that Ryan he gets into all this different garb.
Yes.
We'll talk. Okay, first of all, there's a whole Halloween.
That was my
crew.
band. That was me and my band that year for a
That's amazing.
a fan club party. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I got to be Batman, so I mean, come on.
Of course, yeah.
Well, look at you as Batman. Look at the Darth Vader.
Darth Vader.
Wow.
Is that you in there?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's
I spent
really real.
$10,000 on that
How
costume.
much?
What?
Yeah, don't tell anyone.
Oh my gosh, Stormtrooper?
Yes, that's my favorite one. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, in case you couldn't tell.
Okay, I was going to ask what your favorite one was. Let's see. Here's another one. Oh, there's you with your beautiful bride, Amy.
My lovely wife, and I'm a gladiator. And
Can
she's
I tell you,
genie.
I Dream of Jeannie is one of my favorite TV shows ever. So
And mine
that's
too. I used to
awesome.
watch that too.
And I painted the bottle for her.
Oh, you did?
Did you? Oh, cool.
Okay, now look at this. This is kind of dark, but you are huge. How did you get that tall? Are you on stilts?
I'm on stilts, and I had like a 300-watt sound system in there, and fans and smoke and everything. It was so awesome.
Oh, this is so great. And, you know, we're going to give away tickets. We're going to pull tickets today. We posted it on our Facebook page.
Yes, yesterday.
Yes.
I did for your party yesterday, and we're going to give away tickets to your, I'm hoping it's annual here in Branson, your Halloween fiasco.
So too. Yes, and you know, the thing about it is this is a chance. You know, a lot of people are like, well, what's it cost to get in? Hey, wear a costume, you get in for free. And this is just my way of giving back to the community and having some fun.
That's awesome.
Tell people where it's at.
It's going to be at the Bucket List in Branson, and 7 to 11 p.m. Be there at 7, though, because if you're there at 7, you get to find mystery keys, and that's how you get to win the TV.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, and that's on Halloween.
Halloween Wednesday night.
That's right.
Okay, now we're giving tickets away that later on. Stay with us because before we get to you and Legends and the party, we have to check in with our Daybreak crew for the daily headlines. Lauren, good morning. What is making headlines?
Well, good morning, you guys. I was laughing to see you eating candy so early because our first headline has to do with ice cream.
Yes.
And you will learn on this shift, if you haven't learned already, that food is fair game no matter what time of the day.
Absolutely.
Hot roast in the morning, ice cream after the show, it all happens. So let's take a look at this new Bluebell ice cream that's coming out for the holiday season. It is a peppermint bark flavor. And you know, they always release different stuff depending on the season. So this is coming out in in time for a little bit of Christmas action and, you know, those wintertime holidays. So I don't know. Are you guys into this, or what do you think?
Absolutely.
I love
Peppermint
ice
bark
cream.
is one of my favorite things during the
yeah.
holidays.
Yes.
And I think one ice cream company had a peppermint ice cream that I've eaten before, and I love it. It tastes so good.
So this one is a mint ice cream with white and dark chocolate and chunks, and the white chocolate contains crushed peppermint candies.
That sounds good. What about you, Ryan?
I tell you what, I'm an ice cream fan, but I can't afford it. I can't fit into my costume if I eat it.
Oh, come on. You're too young to have a problem like that.
I don't know. Let's not talk about that.
That's the main problem with Branson entertainers. You perform at night, and then guess what? After the show, you're hungry. I used to do it all the time. Go home and eat.
At late night, yeah. In fact, last night, 1 o'clock in the morning is when I eat. So.
Because you don't want to eat before your performance.
No.
Right,
No.
exactly.
And ice cream is not really good for, you know,
No,
the
not good for
throat.
singing.
Not good for singing.
Oh, that's a good point.
Are you
The
in for
dairy.
it, though? You like it?
Yeah, I'm willing to try it. I like peppermint and chocolate and ice cream, all the above.
Yeah.
I love. Do you like
What's not
peppermint
to
bark, though, in the holidays?
Yes, my aunt makes a really good one.
Oh.
So.
Can you bring some in? Please?
Should I share? Okay, yes, if you guys are good, I'll bring
Okay.
some.
Good.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, we have one more headline to check out. This one comes from Sporting News Australia, and it's kind of a weird green screen effect. The viewers were very annoyed because the players were disappearing on the field. Basically what happened is, I guess in Australia, to put the ads on the field, like this AIG thing you see, or I'm not sure what it actually
yes,
says.
that's what you're talking about. Yes.
They project it onto the field because the field's green. They put it on there like a green screen. So in this game, the players were wearing green and started to go in and out like Elisa would.
Yes.
If she was in front of the green screen wearing green, she can't wear green because then she would disappear. Well, that's what was happening to these players, and the ball was green too.
Oh!
So of course the players were fine on the field. Everything looks normal to them, but at home, those viewers were mad.
Oh, they did, because that's serious business now.
Wait, why was the soccer ball green?
It was, it's actually rugby, but I don't know. I don't
rugby.
know. I don't
My
know.
bad.
No, you're fine. I had to remember that. It was the 2019 World Cup over in Australia.
Okay.
And they're playing.
Well, it fits in with Halloween, you know, like
It does.
ghosts.
Disappearing ball, disappearing people.
That would be
That's
so
true.
awesome to see a game on TV but no ball.
Yeah.
You know, and just like everyone reacting.
You have to guess what's happening.
I think that would be fascinating. Kind of fun unless you're totally into the game and, you know, you're like, Matt, I can see
Yeah,
it.
those rugby soccer fans, they're really into it, so you don't want to tick them off.
No. But what do you guys think? We need to get a poll going on. Elisa, I know she's worn green on Halloween before.
That's what I want her to do.
What do you think about this year? We should probably ask her.
Yes, Elisa, would you please wear a green dress and be a floating head for Halloween? We need to check in with the weather anyway, so will you do that for us?
I have done it before. I will tell you it's actually hard. The greens have to be exact, so I'll see if I can find something.
Okay. If you need a shopping buddy, I'll go with you.
You could put a witch hat on. Wouldn't that be cute?
Oh, yeah.
That'd be adorable.
We'll have to do some test runs later on. Otherwise, we've got some really great full pictures out there. Great. Thanks for sending them in. Blair sent this one in from Marshall, Missouri. Look at these beautiful, vibrant reds popping on these trees. And then I love this one from Mike Arthur in Ash Grove, Missouri. Kind of looking, you know, underneath into the tree. We've got some of these greens transitioning to yellows and oranges. So we're nearing that peak here in the Ozarks. We've got a little bit more color up to the north in Lake of the Ozarks and in Springfield, but we still have some of that patchy color around Branson and Harrison. Otherwise, we've got clear skies out there this morning. It's 45 degrees with some of these calm winds. Temperatures a little bit chilly, 37 up at Lake of the Ozarks and 37 in Mountain Grove. If you're about to head out the door, dry roads on your way to school and then dry roads on your way home. Green light conditions for that commute forecast. Mostly sunny skies this morning, cool at 40 degrees, and then we keep the sunshine by later on today, 72 with a breezy south wind. Upper 60s and lower 70s today. We stay warm and mild, 50s overnight tonight. One more warm day tomorrow before a cold front comes with showers and much cooler temperatures. So if you've got to rake the leaves, today will be pretty breezy. Not a good day. We'll keep things breezy tomorrow. And then a bad day on Wednesday. Showers likely with those breezy winds. Halloween is on Wednesday. It looks like we'll have some showers and shivers with temperatures in the 40s for those trick-or-treaters. Jeremy and Kelly.
Good thing I don't trick or treat anymore. I get soaking wet.
Yeah.
Hey, Ryan, don't go anywhere. Stay with us because coming up, we're chatting more with Ryan Pelton, giving away tickets to Legends in Concert and his Halloween party. Don't go anywhere. Ozarks Fox AM. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Let's get candy now.
Not like we
Is it
haven't
break
had
now?
enough. And welcome back. Ryan Pelton is back with us, and you are so amazing. Listen, in so many ways, but you are actually the house Elvis for Branson Legends in Concert now.
I am, and I brought these for you. I give out teddy bears every night.
Oh.
And congratulations on your new show.
Oh,
and
thank you. He comes bearing gifts. Isn't that
Bearing
awesome?
gifts.
Bearing gifts.
Bearing gifts. I'm so
I'm guessing this is because of the Elvis song Teddy Bear?
Yes, and I give out teddy bears every night. And ironically, I don't have the exact count, but over 60,000 teddy bears in my lifetime
Of
singing
throwing.
Elvis. Yeah,
And not everybody does that, so that's kind of a Ryan Pelton thing. And how's it going? You do so great on stage. I mean,
you're very kind. I'll tell you what, it's really nice to be in a house show. I've got off the road. I was like 280 days a year on the road. And it's so nice to just be able to live in Branson with my lovely wife and just be able to, you know, go to work and sleep in my own bed.
Right. How long have you done Elvis? How long have you been a tribute
It'll be
artist?
21 years this year.
21 years.
wow, that is amazing.
Yeah, I tell you what, and it just goes by so fast. I got dared to enter a contest when I was younger by my mom, of
Is
all
that
people.
right?
Yeah, I got dared to enter a contest, and I did it as a joke. I had to write the lyrics on my hand. I mean, it's crazy, and I ended up winning the contest. So
Wow.
But were you an Elvis fan?
no, not at all. I mean, I didn't really know much about him at all, and you know, I'm a computer geek.
I know. I was just talking about how smart you are. But that's amazing. You can do so many different things. And this is you, of course, on
I love this
stage.
because you look exactly like him. You dance like him. When you were just like doing that gyration thing, I remember seeing clips of Elvis doing that thing. I can't do it.
How's it go?
It's like something like this. I don't know. You did exactly like him.
He does such a great job. Everybody loves him. And let's talk a little bit about a movie that you were in as portraying Elvis. Talk about that.
Well, it actually wasn't Elvis. It's almost like a mirror universe, but it was really cool. It was a movie called The Identical. It also co-starred Ray Liotta, Ashley Judd, Seth Green. And I'll tell you what, I was rehearsing original music in Nashville, and I walked down the hallway towards where we were rehearsing, and a guy bumped into me, and he just looked at me, and he said, I need to have a meeting with you.
What? Wow.
And so I met him downtown, and he literally slapped a non-disclosure form in front of me, made me sign it before we talked, and first words out of his mouth were, I don't know if you can act, but if you can, I want you to star in my next film.
Oh, wow.
And that's how I got the part.
Isn't that amazing? Sometimes those things that come along do happen in the freakiest, weirdest ways, but was that just the greatest experience?
I'll tell you what, and to this day still, friends with Ray and Seth, and you know, it was just what an incredible experience. I mean, to be.
Is this movie available on DVD or anything that we could watch
Yeah,
this?
absolutely.
I want to watch it now.
Come to Legends, you can get it in the gift shop.
Can you really?
There you go.
Oh, there you go. That's great.
That's where I'll get it then.
Well, I don't know that I've seen it either, Ryan. I got to see this and see you do your
Yes,
thing.
come on. And by the way, my screen name is Blake Rain. Whenever I'm
Blake
an actor,
Rain.
it's Blake Rain.
Rain.
Okay.
And the reason why is they wanted me to take a screen name so people wouldn't Google Ryan Pelton and
Right.
find Elvis everywhere.
Oh, I got you.
And I
yeah.
picked Blake Rain because it sounds like Bruce Wayne, and I like Batman.
There you go.
Ryan, quickly, do you have a favorite Elvis song?
I do. It's called Pieces of My Life, and nobody has heard of it, but it is like the coolest, just down, get you right in the heart kind of song.
Awesome. Okay, now it is time for a giveaway. We posted photos on Friday for Legends in Concert and yesterday for Ryan's Halloween party. So we're going to do this live on air. Now, Ryan, I'm going to ask you to do the honors. We ask you to like, comment, and share. So tell us right now, like, comment, or share. And that's the category I'm going to pick.
I would say like.
Okay, so the likes. Now, I'm going to hit that. Tell me when to stop, Ryan.
Stop.
Okay, Julia Biddle. Julia Biddle, you are one of the winners for Legends in Concert. Now, one more time, like, comment, or share.
Comment.
Comments, okay, let me get to the comments. Tell me when to stop.
And stop.
Donna Frenzensky. I don't know how to say that. Ferensky. Donna, you won Legends in Concert tickets. And now for the Halloween party. Ryan, like, comment, or share.
Share.
Okay. Tell me when to stop.
And stop.
Kathy Drake. You're the winner.
Oh.
You're going to meet Ryan at his Halloween party. Kathy Drake. You got that down, Cal?
I do. And real quick, tell them when Legends is performing.
Legends performs every day except for Wednesday at 3 p.m. and 8 p.m.
Do you get tired, Ryan? Come on. Do you get tired? Is it exhausting?
The hardest part is making every show like the first show you ever did.
Right.
And once you can get into that groove and just understand, like, the people out there, this is the first time they saw you. So I really take it serious when it comes to, like, making sure, no matter who's out there, that it is a real moment, you know?
Yeah, and he's phenomenal.
He is. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for coming in
the
early.
You guys,
Andy,
you guys
we
are
love
the
it.
best.
All right.
Congratulations.
You're welcome
Thank
back
you.
anytime,
You
seriously.
are. Anytime.
Anytime.
Come see us. All right, coming up, we take a trip to Eureka Springs and get a guided tour of some of the town's most popular haunts. You may want to go check that out if you haven't. Ozarks Fox AM will be right back.
And let's end with candy. How about that?
Dum-dum.
Yes.
Welcome back to Ozarks Fox AM. It's time to check in with Lauren and find out what's in today's news. Good morning, Lauren.
Good morning, Jeremy. Let's take a look at what's happening around the Ozarks this morning. A second town hall meeting is scheduled in Fayetteville, Arkansas, where health officials say 3 veterans may have died from misdiagnoses at the Veterans Healthcare System of the Ozarks. This information comes after a first public town hall meeting last month. The incorrect diagnoses are due to a pathologist who was found to be impaired on the job. As a result, the VA must review more than 33,000 cases. Of those reviewed so far, more than 1,000 errors and misdiagnoses have been found. Right now, the impaired pathologist and the supervisor of the pathologist no longer work for the VA. Today's meeting is scheduled for 11 a.m. And after a near-death experience from flu complications earlier this year, a Southwest Missouri man is not ignoring getting his flu shot anymore. 50-year-old Lauren Martin of Brighton got a flu shot for the first time ever at Hy-Vee's Cox Health Clinic. Before, Martin skipped getting the shot because he felt invincible. But in February, he found that his immune system was no match for the virus. Martin's flu turned into pneumonia and then lung failure. He was put into a medically induced coma and didn't leave the hospital until 2 months later. He says that's what he went through, and it was not in vain if his story encourages someone else to get the shot.
I'm hoping that someone else will see this and realize that they're not invincible either and take those odds of anything and prevent this from happening to them and their families. If just one person it saves their life, all of this would have been worthwhile.
Health officials add if you do get the flu, nurses say it can be less severe if you go to the hospital for treatment within the first couple days of symptoms. Let's check in with Elisa now for a look at your weather.
Good morning, Lauren. We're starting out with sunshine and chilly temperatures. It's 45 degrees in Branson with some calm winds, clear conditions on the satellite and radar, so you'll have smooth sailing as you head to work and school. Temperatures are a little bit chilly, though. It's 34 up in Clinton, 37 at Lake of the Ozarks, 41 in Springfield, and 37 in Mountain Grove this morning. We'll have temperatures warm this afternoon, popping up to 72 degrees today thanks to a breezy south wind. Normal is 65 degrees. Mostly sunny skies as we head through the afternoon, warming up nicely. Some southerly gusts up to 25 miles per hour by this afternoon. Upper 60s and lower 70s this afternoon. We only drop into the 50s tonight, so we stay mild and breezy. We squeeze out one more warm day tomorrow, with temperatures in the upper 60s and lower 70s again ahead of a cold front. We'll have increasing cloud cover on Tuesday with a temperature of 71. Showers arrive late on Tuesday and then into Wednesday. We'll have showers, thick cloud cover, and chillier 50s by Wednesday afternoon. Temperatures in the 40s as those trick-or-treaters are headed out for Halloween. Showers and shivers for those trick-or-treaters. You want to bundle up under those costumes. We'll have lingering clouds on Thursday with temperatures in the 50s. Ozarks FOX AM is back after this.
Good morning, I'm Lauren Barnes. Here's a look at what's happening around the Ozarks. A Lockwood, Missouri man who pleaded guilty to shooting at a car and then shooting two people in 2016 is going to be sentenced today. Caleb Etcher pleaded to 2 counts of first-degree assault, attempted assault, and 3 counts of armed criminal action. Prosecutors say Etcher went to Prairie Mountain Screening where he shot into the front of the building before walking in. That's when the 2 victims, 64-year-old Michael Gaylor Jr. and 28-year-old Krista Gerster, were shot. Both survived. And after a near-death experience from flu complications earlier this year, a Southwest Missouri man is not ignoring getting a shot anymore. 50-year-old Lauren Martin of Brighton got a flu shot for the first time ever at Hy-Vee's Cox Health Clinic. Before, Martin skipped out on the shot, but in February, Martin's flu turned into pneumonia and then lung failure. He was put into a medically induced coma, and now he's encouraging everyone who can to get a flu shot. Let's check in with Elisa now for a look at your forecast.
Good morning, Lauren. Mostly sunny, breezy, and warm today. South winds gust up to 25 miles per hour. That high makes it to 72 degrees, so it'll be warm and above average for this time of year. Mild and breezy overnight tonight, 56 under mostly clear skies. Warm again tomorrow, breezy winds, 71 degrees, increasing clouds with showers arriving late. Showers and shivers for those trick-or-treaters on Halloween, a high of 54 in the 40s for those trick-or-treaters. CBS This Morning will be right back.
I recently visited Eureka Springs, Arkansas, Jerry. It was so much fun. It's a cool little town, and we went to the Crescent, and
which I heard is haunted.
It is the most haunted hotel in all of the nation.
Really?
Yes, it is. It's very scary. Take a look at this. The beautiful Crescent Hotel. This place has been around a long time. We're going to hear all about it from Keith Scales, who is a tour manager here. He tours a lot of different places, the gardens and stuff, but today, Keith, we're going to talk about the ghost tours. How'd you get into this?
Just by accident. I never planned to be a ghost tour guide throughout my life, but I arrived in Eureka Springs, needed a job, and there was a job available here, and I started out just giving tours, and now I manage the tours.
Was it because everybody was too scared to be the tour manager of the ghost tour?
I don't know if it was that as much as the industry, the ghost tour industry has developed a lot in the last 7 or 8 years, so it wasn't nearly as busy 7 years ago when I started as it is now.
So you just kind of see over everything now. How many tour guides do you have?
I have 15 tour guides. They all have costumes, they all have stage names. We have everybody from Sir William to Maid Marian to Flossie as our tour guides. And I do 2 hotels. There's the Crescent Hotel, has a sister hotel in downtown Eureka Springs called the Basin Park.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we talked about this hotel. I've actually stayed here. This is a very active hotel as far as paranormal activity. Ghost busters, let's call them, have been here trying to figure out what's been going on. Talk a little bit about the history.
Well, it's a very, very interesting history, and it hasn't always been a hotel, or hasn't always consistently been a hotel. It started out as the finest hotel west of the Mississippi, built by the man who was the first governor of Arkansas after the war between the states. And then it was state-of-the-art, and it was for the carriage set. It was for his friends in politics, essentially. And then around the turn of the century, he left. He became the ambassador to Mexico first, and then in 1908 they opened it up for a conservatory for young ladies, which it was then during the school year for 9 months out of the year for the next 25 years. And we have discovered, as we've started to do research in the last couple of years about who these young ladies were, that many of them went on to illustrious careers. There's some great musicians came out of here, some great political women too.
Very, very.
Ooh, that's scary.
Yeah, it is scary. And I went down into the morgue, Jeremy. I never thought that I would. They showed a video there of somebody standing in the morgue, and there was a presence by them. So I just was, I was being very brave, and I was just making sure that the spirits left me alone, and it was really interesting.
See, I just don't know how I feel about that, because I don't want to invite that into my life.
No,
you know, like I
I'm
don't
with
know.
you, but you and I have done some things that we don't normally do, which we're going to show later, you know, concerning the spirit world.
Yes.
But we just always pray for protection, all that sort of thing.
I do all the time.
But the second part of this feature is going to be on tomorrow.
So tomorrow, part 2, which
Yes.
I'm excited about, because my grandfather, one of the church he was the pastor of, they took an old funeral home and turned it into a church because they needed a building.
Wow.
And the stories, I mean, talk about, you know, I was a little kid, the teenagers would tell the most scary stories about the funeral home, and I was like, and this is our church, but I was always just praying to Jesus the whole time.
That's right, to be safe. And I've heard stories about funeral homes and people seeing ghosts and stuff. You know what? As long as they leave me alone, I'm totally.
Here's what I know. I know that my grandma is in heaven, and she ain't never coming back to say hi to me here because she's in heaven. So that's all I know.
And that's exactly right. That's right. But you talk to her anyway. All right, let's switch out of the scary thing for just a minute.
Yes, let's switch it, because I'm done with scary.
You want to talk about that?
Look at this beautiful
That's
arrangement.
yes.
Look at this. Last week we gave away the beautiful pumpkin floral
Yes.
centerpiece from The Thicket. This week he has come up with another beautiful arrangement. Look at these beautiful colors. This would look great on your table all through the month of November.
All through the fall season.
All through the fall season. And the best thing, it is faux flowers. They're silk.
That's right.
So you can keep this and bring it back again next year, and you don't have to spend the money on more fake flowers.
Exactly. You can just wrap it up when the fall season's over and bring it out the following year. But the best part...
Yes, you can get it. And I just posted a photo of this on our Ozarks FOX AM Facebook page. All you have to do is go share, comment, and like, and we will pick a winner on Friday's show. And the winner from last Friday, was so excited that she won.
Yes.
And she's excited about that pumpkin.
That's right. And you go back to the thicket to pick it up.
Yes.
That's right. Okay, tomorrow I will be talking to John Wade on the phone, formerly lead vocalist vocalist and bassist for the Babies and Bad English. His hits include Missing You, remember that?
I ain't missing you at all.
And When I See You Smile.
When I see you smile. I love that song.
All right, I do too. To name just a couple, because you'll know a lot of his hits. He'll be playing at the Riff on October 31st. That is right next to Classic Coffee. We're giving away tickets, so you'll want to stay tuned for that. The winner will be announced tomorrow.
He has had a lot of hits.
He has had a lot of hits. What a nice man.
Yeah, you did a phone interview with him on Friday. And,
I did.
Yeah.
I actually had to ask him if I could call him back because there were some people wanting to use the microphone at the time.
Oh, right, yeah.
And he was so nice to let me do that.
Can I tell you a quick story about him, too?
Yeah.
Which I didn't know his name, but I knew Bad English because in 7th grade, When I See You Smile from Bad English was me and my little girlfriend, Emily McFarland. That was our song.
It was.
Because she said when I would walk down the hall and I would smile, she would think of that song, When I See You Smile.
Did she see that little
Emily.
glimmer? Ding,
She did.
that came
I would
off of your
smile and
tooth?
be like,
ding. Absolutely.
but he's had a lot of hits.
He has had a lot of hits, and he's one of those guys that I say, I mean, he's a great songwriter. He draws from the experiences in life, and he was so interesting to talk to. He's one of those guys that's just interested in everything about life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He pays attention to every little thing, and he says, well, I'm a better songwriter now than I used to be, but he's going to be on the 31st, and I really, I'd love to go see him.
And at the Riff, which is right by Classic Rock Coffee, it's a little performance venue. Even if you don't know his name, you're going to know his songs. That's because when you told me about him, I was like, now who again? One more time.
Right.
Every song you mentioned, though, I was like, yes, those are great songs.
There's some others too, like I say, but it's going to be part acoustical, part electric. The doors open at 6. The concert is from 7 to 10. So it's going to be a fantastic night. And I know there's so much to do on Halloween, but my goodness, how often do you get to see John Waite?
Well, I know. And if you don't want to go trick-or-treating, and Lisa said the weather might not be the best, so go inside and watch a good concert.
Yeah, it's a good night to be inside.
And what I'm excited about is we just started week 2 today.
Yes.
And we've already had so many great giveaways because here at the show, we want to make you all winners.
Yeah,
so again, we're giving away stuff left and right around here.
I feel like we are. We're just totally generous. And our friend Ryan, he's totally generous.
He's
too.
generous.
He came
I love
bearing
our. I
gifts,
feel like he should just live on the set from now on.
You know what
Kel.
I realized? Christmas season is happening in Branson. That's why these are red and green. That's what's happening.
Because in Branson, Christmas starts November 1st.
It does. I know.
Yeah, you're going to Ryan's Halloween party Wednesday night, and the next day you're singing Jingle Bells.
That's exactly how it is. And we are going to have some performers on, and they might be doing Christmas music. I don't know. I hope
I
you're
don't
up for
mind.
that because that's the Branson
Kel,
season.
if I want to listen to Christmas music in May, I will do it. You can't tell me to stop.
Okay, I won't tell you.
Don't tell me to stop.
I will not tell you.
All right. Coming up next, we're heading back to Eureka Springs for the Haunted Tour, and Kelly survived. She's right here.
Yeah,
That's up next. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You survived. Hallelujah.
I did.
I love the cute little bear.
Yeah.
What if they just lived here forever?
Why not? Yeah.
First week.
We're in beautiful Eureka Springs. I love this quaint. We're in beautiful Eureka Springs. Today we're in beautiful Eureka Springs. I love this quaint little town, but today I'm taking a haunted Eureka Springs ghost tour. That's redundant. Yes, we hope we find All right, Jared, while I was in Eureka Springs, all right, I took a ride on the haunted Eureka Springs tour.
What didn't you do in Eureka Springs?
We covered a lot of it. Take a look at this.
Today we're in beautiful Eureka Springs. I love this quaint little town, but today I'm taking a haunted Eureka Springs ghost tour. That's redundant. Yes, we hope we find some ghosts. This is Steve, and he's taking us on the tour. Steve, how's it going?
We're having a haunted good time.
Now, have you found some ghosts here in Eureka Springs?
We have a lot of ghosts here in Eureka Springs. We're considered one of the most haunted towns in America. We do have a unique history that, yeah, we have a lot of dead people that are here.
Okay, well, let me just be honest. I have to tell you, I have a picture of a ghost that I got here in Eureka Springs, and now I wasn't big into ghosts, and I didn't know how I felt about it until I saw this picture on my camera.
That is not uncommon. I think we have a lot of people that are skeptical or even cynical, but they still like to come and have a good time. And our ghost stories around town, well, some of them are kind of just off on their own, but a lot of them are associated with very specific historical facts. And so the history is a background, it's a setting for some of our best stories here in town.
Now, of course, I know it's big business. Halloween is a big time for you, but you do this tour all year round because the ghosts don't just come out at Halloween.
That is right. There's a rich tradition in Victorian times of ghost stories during Christmas. A Christmas Carol.
Really?
Is probably, but most people, you go back 100, 120 years ago, Christmas Eve was the time that they broke out the ghost stories.
Really?
It is. And so year round, if someone wants to buy tickets, we'll run a tour. And yeah, it's a 12-month-a-year business for us.
How long is the tour?
We're roughly 2 hours in length. Now, we also have a walking ghost tour that's a little bit shorter, that's about 90 minutes, and we pack in as many tours as we can get based on demand.
That sounds great. Now, if somebody wanted to get in touch with you, Steve, and have them, you know, you take them on this tour, where could they go and get more info?
The best place is to go to hauntedeurekasprings.com and lock in your tickets. If you know when you want to be here and the time, lock them in, because we do often, especially on weekends, we'll sell out.
Absolutely. This is going to be fun. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
And the only reason I was the one picked to go on that is because Jeremy's terrified of ghosts. But let me just tell you, this starts at the the Orleans Hotel. This tour does. The bus, it stops by haunted landmarks such as the Basin Spring, the Civil War Hospital, Cave, and the Eureka Springs Courthouse, to name a few. And while I was there, I want to show you a ghost picture I got about 10 years ago. All right, now let me just explain this, okay?
Okay, wait, okay.
We were sitting around a big table, 6 of us. Now, the guy in the middle, that's Bob. We had the feature on the camera that distorts your face.
Okay, I was going to say his eyeball looks really weird.
Yeah, because his eyeball looks really big. We didn't find this till later. But look in the bottom left corner. Do you see that half of a face? White-looking face.
I see something.
Okay. Now, let me just tell you, that computer was pointed straight up. Now, this is looks a little strange, but it's pulled in a little bit closer.
Okay.
So this half of a face is at the top of the ceiling because the computer's pointed up. So Bob's face was down here where you saw before, but this is actually about 11 feet in the air. Now, if you pull that picture seriously and you can see, I see red hair. I see an eye, a nose, a mouth, and if you get...
Wait, are you looking at the right side of the screen or the left side of the screen?
The left, the bottom left.
Right. Who is that on the right side, though? See that little blurb?
I don't know.
I feel like there's somebody staring at me on the right side. There's ghosts everywhere, Kelly. I'm freaking out right now.
That's a brand new one. I never saw that one.
Did you see that face?
I do see that face.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting chills.
But that's weird. That's not even in the frame. That's weird.
I don't know what's happening right now.
But it was so weird. And when I was there the other day, when we were doing an interview, I was in that same room. I was in that same dining room. Now, some people are going to choose to believe that wasn't a ghost, but we were only 6 people in the room. They had set all the food out. Yeah. So, I mean, first of all, I never see anybody that looks like that. That is a white face. Have you ever seen anybody walking around that looks like that?
Well, you are in Eureka Springs.
Right. And that is the most haunted hotel in the nation. So I took that picture down and showed it to Keith, who does the ghost tours there.
Yeah.
He'd never seen that, and he was pretty impressed by this picture.
I find it odd, though, that I don't understand why a ghost would just decide, I'm going to be photographed today. Like, was he feeling really photogenic? He was like, you know, it's a good hair day. I'm going to let Kelly take a photo of me.
You know,
is that what the ghosts are thinking?
I have no idea, but it's like personalities, if they go somewhere, maybe it's still the personality. Maybe he was a little bit, maybe he just liked to joke around or that sort of thing.
Well, I was always taught growing up, too, when you're in a scary situation, you pray in your head and you say the Lord's Prayer. And I think ghosts don't want to show up in front of me because constantly in my head, I'm just saying the Lord's Prayer over and over in my head because like, I don't want to see it. I don't care if they're nice ghosts.
Yeah,
if they're nice, I don't want to see it. I don't want you in my life, in my house, anywhere.
Yeah. No, but here's the thing. I had never seen a picture of a ghost. I didn't know how I felt about ghosts. I got this in my camera frame, so it opened up my thoughts to, well, what's really out there? And honestly...
Cal, can I tell you a quick ghost story, too?
Please.
I went on the haunted tour in New Orleans with my friend Diane. And this place that used to be an orphanage, they gave a tour because they said it was very haunted. Well, a husband and wife were staying in the room, and they had a great time. But when they got back home to Pennsylvania, they developed their film. This is back in the day when you developed the film. They developed their film, and they were looking through it, and as they went through, there was a picture of them sleeping in the bed in their hotel room.
No way!
So they didn't take the photo of themselves. They were both in the bed, laying down sleeping in the middle of the night, and there was a photo of them sleeping. I'm still getting goosebumps.
That would flip me out.
Was crazy.
That would flip me out.
It was crazy.
That is so. Now, I will tell you, my husband had all kinds of weird dreams that night. And it was a rainy, crazy night the night we stayed in the Crescent. I mean, rain, thunder, a perfect night for that if you like that kind of thing. But a guy morphed through the glass and had a little beanie on his head from the 1800s. He had a lot of really strange dreams that night. But if you like that sort of thing, you want to go to Eureka Springs. Lots happening down there on the 31st.
I'm hearing it right now.
And
I'm
even
hearing
now.
it.
Yeah.
Kelly, I'm going to say the Lord's Prayer for you, like 7 times today.
I'm not scared. I am not scared.
Well, I know the Lord is with me.
That's right.
Anyway, speaking of ghosts, later on, Commercial Street's Joe Goodman will be in the studio to talk about the haunts of C Street.
Speaking of more haunts, all right, plus Bonnie from Bonnie Bon's Candy House.
Bonbon's Candy House.
Sorry, will be here, and we love her, and we love everything she ever makes. So we'll look forward to seeing her up next.
I'm scared already. I'm getting goosebumps.
That story.
I know.
Hey, Vinny, nice to see you.
Vinny, how are you? Good to
so
see
well.
you.
Thank you.
Hakar's Bazaar. First of all, amazing,
Thank
colorful,
you.
vintage, retro.
The name, where'd it come
Welcome back. Coming up in the next hour of Ozarks Fox AM, Joe Gidman of Commercial Street. He owns 3 businesses there. And he's going to be talking about the Haunts of C Street, which Kelly and I did last week.
Yes,
which
we
I
did.
can't believe you got me on that, by the way.
Well, I didn't know. I was kind of scared to do that one.
Yeah.
But
also, we're staying on Commercial Street next hour. We went to Hakar's Bazaar.
that was so cool.
So much fun. There's so many great businesses on Commercial Street, by the way.
There are. I mean, just down each side, you can discover all kinds of new things.
Yes, I love that street. And Bonnie Nolan, one of our good friends from Bon Bon's Candy House.
Yes, and we haven't seen her for a while.
I haven't seen her in a while, and this is really her time of year, you know, with all the candy and Halloween coming up.
Absolutely.
She always has amazing treats and
Yes.
snacks, not just for Halloween, but for all year long.
And I'm anxious to talk to her, too, because she's always doing so many cool things with the kids and getting them involved and that sort of thing.
But before we get to hour 2, we got to check in with the headlines and Lauren Barnes. Lauren, good morning.
Jeremy and Kelly, good morning to you. Let's take a look at what's happening around the Ozarks this morning. A Lockwood, Missouri man who pleaded guilty to shooting at a car and then shooting 2 people in 2016 is scheduled to be sentenced today. Caleb Etcher pleaded to 2 counts of first-degree assault, attempted assault, and 3 counts of armed criminal action. Prosecutors say Etcher went to Prairie Mountain screening where he shot into the front of the building before walking in. That's when the 2 victims, 64-year-old Michael Gaylor Jr. and 28-year-old Krista Gerster, were shot. They both survived that shooting. A second town hall meeting is scheduled in Fayetteville, Arkansas this morning, where health officials say 3 veterans may have died from misdiagnoses at the Veterans Healthcare System of the Ozarks. This information comes after a first public town hall meeting last month. The incorrect diagnoses are due to a pathologist who was found to be impaired on the job. As a result, the VA must now review more than 33,000 cases. Of those reviews so far, more than 1,000 errors and misdiagnoses have been found. Right now, the impaired pathologist and the supervisor of that pathologist no longer work for the VA. Today's meeting is scheduled for 11 a.m. After a near-death experience from flu complications earlier this year, a Southwest Missouri man is not ignoring getting his flu shot anymore. 50-year-old Lauren Martin of Brighton got a flu shot for the first time ever at Hy-Vee's Cox Health Clinic. Before, Martin skipped out on the flu shot because he felt invincible to it, but in February he found out his immune system was no match for the virus. Martin's flu turned into pneumonia and then into lung failure. He was put into a medically induced coma, didn't leave the hospital for 2 months, but he says all that has a purpose if it convinces someone else to get the shot.
I'm hoping that someone else will see this and realize that they're not invincible either and take those odds of anything and prevent this from happening to them and their families. If just one person that saves their life, all of this would have been worthwhile.
Flu season is expected to last through March, and if you do get the flu, nurses say it can be less severe if you go to the hospital for treatment within the first couple days of symptoms. And celebrating a century of life, yesterday in Springfield, William Vincent Plaster was honored with a very special birthday party.
Happy birthday, dear Vince. Happy birthday to you.
Plaster is a World War II vet. He's also the longest standing member at Springfield's VFW Post 3404. His son Ed shared some of his dad's impact on those around him.
Dad is well known across Springfield. Very friendly individual. Like to visit, as he said, and he was someone that would help you out if you needed it.
Very, very happy birthday to him. Let's go over to Elisa now and take a look at that weather.
Good morning, Lauren. We've got clear skies out there this morning, a chilly temperature of 45 degrees, dry roads, and lots of sunshine. We've got temperatures a little bit cold up to the north. It's 37 up at Lake of the Ozarks, 34 in Clinton, 37 in Mountain Grove, and 41 as you head out the door in Springfield. Temperatures will be warm this afternoon, going for 72 degrees, average is 65. A breezy south wind and sunshine is what's going to help us warm up. We'll have mostly sunny skies the entire afternoon, popping to 72 degrees later on today. Southerly gusts will make it up to 25 miles per hour, and it will be a little bit breezy out there. So here are these temperatures, upper 60s and lower 70s across the Ozarks today. We stay mild in the 50s tonight, and then we'll keep these temperatures in the upper 60s and lower 70s tomorrow. One more warm day ahead of a cold front. We increase cloud cover on Tuesday with showers arriving late. Showers in chilly 50s on Wednesday, 54 for a high with those showers, and Wednesday is Halloween, so that does mean as those trick-or-treaters trick-or-treaters are headed out. We're looking at temperatures in the 40s with those showers and shivers. You got to dance just like Frankenstein to stay warm. Lingering cloud cover on Thursday. Ozarks FOX AM. We'll be right back.
Hang this on the back of your pants.
It's like a whole part of the building I've never been in.
Okay, what's that?
Yeah. Oh, I'm just
This is Ozarks FOX AM.
Welcome back to Ozarks Fox AM. I'm Kelly Smith.
And I'm Jeremy Rabe, and we're so glad you're tuning in with us this Monday morning. We had a great first hour that flew by like that.
We absolutely did. We're doing a lot of things Halloween right now.
Yes, well, 'tis the season.
'Tis the season.
It is Wednesday.
Halloween, and then we'll switch to Christmas, probably.
Yes.
Like the Branson season.
Well, I know a lot of you don't want us to forget about Thanksgiving, too.
Of course.
Of course.
Got that
We'll do that.
Yes.
And speaking of, we've got an action-packed second hour, so we went to welcome our very good friend Joe Gidman of Commercial Street. Joe, get in here. How are you, my friend?
Come on over. How you doing?
So good to see you.
Nice to see you.
How are things going on C Street?
Oh, busy.
Busy?
Busy.
Yeah.
Busy.
Oh, I'm sure, especially this time of year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we just had Thriller, too. So.
Oh, and Thriller on C
Right.
Street.
How did that go?
Packed. I mean, there had to probably be 4,000 people there, and they had a little over 300 zombies this year.
The zombies are growing.
Yeah.
Every year.
Yeah.
So just briefly now, if somebody's not familiar with C Street and the whole rejuvenation that's happening, you own 3 businesses on C Street. Can you recap those businesses for us?
About almost 6 years ago, we opened Cafe Cusco, and then about 3 years ago, we opened Shabom Teas and Spices. So it's a kind of loose leaf teas and spices and gifts and all that kind of stuff. So it's a retail store. And then just this spring, we opened a second restaurant, Van Gogh's Eatery, which is a Dutch-inspired restaurant. And we sell all sorts of things like Dutch pancakes and stroopwafels and Dutch meatball dishes and stamp
It's so
pots.
good.
Now that I've not tried, the pancake, I want to see that because we were there, we had lunch, and I had a beautiful meal, but I saw somebody go by, I thought it was a pizza. It was a pancake.
It was a pancake.
Yeah.
Yes. It's so good. Now, on C Street, there's rumors of it being haunted, and every year now you do this thing called the Haunts of C Street. We came to it. It was really, really fun because there was a four-course dinner at Cafe Cusco, and we had what was called the Dumb Supper.
That's right. Well, can you explain
we
what
also
that
have photos
means?
of some of the food we ate.
Okay. Well, a dumb supper is it's an old tradition. If anybody is involved in the military, they've probably heard of it before, but it goes back in the Ozarks as well. And it's actually a meal that is prepared in silence, and actually everyone walks backwards, and then it's served in silence, and it's served backwards, and you eat backwards, and it's in honor of somebody who has passed away. And usually there is a seat provided actually for the dead. And as you noticed, we had a place setting at the meal as well, and we serve that person as well. And so it is meant to honor somebody who's passed away. Usually the military in special ceremonies will also have a seating like that for a fallen soldier.
I know we have some photos because we ate dessert first. When you say we ate backwards,
you mean that you started with dessert?
You start with dessert, which was amazing, by the way.
Thank
you.
Your chefs are amazing. So with dessert, and then this is what we started with, the desserts.
And
this
I wasn't sure what it was either, or if it was Halloween inspired, because it was kind of a red or dark maroon sauce.
Yep, that's made from a sweet purple corn that comes from the Andes Mountains. It's actually called masa mora morada, which basically translates as purple jelly. But it's a tropical dish. It has a lot of tropical fruits, and then this sweet corn pudding, and then cinnamon on top, of course.
It was delicious.
It was delicious. And then next.
Next we had the beautiful salad. Now, I'll tell you, by the way, we had to eat in silence for about 5 minutes until they let us talk.
That was the hardest part for Jeremy.
It was the hardest thing to do. You don't realize how much you talk until you're not allowed to talk.
Was that the scariest part of the night?
Well, not the literal scariest. But
No, it wasn't the scariest part. But it was interesting to have to sit there in silence. It's something you're not used to.
And then this was delicious. Describe that, Joe.
It's a type of bean soup that we make with quinoa. It's also very traditional, but we call it our bean and quinoa soup as well. Yeah.
That was everything we ate was delicious.
Yes,
and I think we have another photo of the food, which was this chicken with this sauce that was unbelievable.
Yes. Yeah, we call that our Colorado sauce. It's actually made from a combination of ají panca peppers, which is a pepper that's native to Peru, and then also a chipotle pepper.
I could have eaten a whole bowl just of that sauce.
Okay, well, it was a beautiful dinner. We enjoyed it. We ate it all. And after dinner, we moved on back to a seance.
A little room. You called it not a real seance. You had a cute name for it, though.
Oh, I call it diet seance or something.
Yes,
it's not really.
It wasn't, because we wanted to make sure of that. Okay, so what happened?
I know we have some footage of this, too.
We have a performer that actually comes from Eureka Springs, Vince Johari, and then he actually, what you're referring to as our diet seance is more of a chance to kind of explain the history of what people would do for entertainment back, you know, in the late 1800s and early 1920s. And we do believe that our building is haunted. We've had a lot of crazy experiences there since we've moved in 2013. And so we don't do any like calling up of, you know, spirits of the past. It's nothing like that. It's more of, you know, just kind of playing with some fun of the spirits that might be in our building. And then also testing your psychic ability. And I think you were a little surprised that night by, you know, the person that was guessing which card went to who.
It was fascinating because you're basically eating the dinner and you're getting this little show and they're testing people's psychic abilities, which I found out I have none, which I was fine with. I was fine with that. See, here, what is his name again? Is that Joe?
Vince Johari.
Yes.
Yep. And he performs at the New Orleans Hotel in Eureka Springs as well.
Yeah. It was a very interesting evening. And then you took us a tour through the street and what was happening.
Yes, on this part, though, in the back room, we're still there. Look at that. They were having us move this can. It was a wine glass upside down, and it was moving to people's names. And it was a really odd experience because everybody there was just, you know, there to be entertained, have a good time. I was more surprised about your ghost stories, Joe, about Cafe Cusco. Like, that really surprised me. And you're not scared?
No, we've been there long enough, and nobody's, you know, nothing harmful, just kind of funny things.
They're nice ghosts. They're nice. You said a couple of little girls. You hear their voices and that sort of thing.
Well, and the building has a lot of history. I mean, it was originally built by two brothers. One was a doctor and one was a physician. So as you noticed when we were upstairs, that was the doctor's office, and our bar used to be an operating room.
Right.
And this was in the late 1800s, and so it's a really good chance that, you know, maybe some people didn't survive up there.
Right.
But a lot of people that would come in on the trains, that's where they would go, and that would be the first doctor, first physician. They would see if they were hurt or injured or very ill.
It was very interesting.
I just loved how calm you were about it. And telling all the stories of things that have happened in your building. I was very surprised, and I got goosebumps, though, the whole time you were talking, because it was so just shocking to me.
And it's more than just our building. As we go on the tour, we explain the history of the street, how it relates to the Civil War, and then also other ghost stories that are in other buildings.
And if somebody wants to do the Haunts of C Street, can they still come, or is it sold out?
We have one more show on Halloween, and we do still have a few tickets left there, so not many. But
how can they get those tickets?
Well, they can call the restaurant or actually call our tea shop, Shabom Teas and Spices. And then or just go down to our tea shop. But just
it was
give
so
us a
fun.
call.
You have to do it. It was so much fun. Great food, great entertainment.
It was a fun
Thanks,
night.
Joe.
Thanks so much. All right, it's time to take one last look at weather with Elisa Rafa. Good morning, Elisa.
Good morning, guys. I wanted to start us off with some beautiful pictures that I keep getting from you guys at home. Look at these orange leaves they sent to me from Mike Arthur in Ash Grove, Missouri. Just beautiful color on this tree, and you can see some greens in there too. So a little bit patchy, but starting to turn brighter. This is the bank of Truman Lake. Chris Knox sent this picture, just really beautiful to see those colors popping on the lake. So we're getting near that peak here in Lake of the Ozarks and Springfield. We're getting close. A little bit patchier down in Branson and Harrison, but we should approach that peak as we head through this week and into next week. Sunshine this morning. It's chilly, 45 degrees in Branson right now. We've got chilly 30s up to the north, 38 at Lake of the Ozarks, 42 in Springfield right now. We'll have dry conditions on the roads today, so green light means smooth sailing on the roads. Things pretty easy to get around. Mostly sunny skies as we head through the afternoon. 72 degrees by dismissal, warm and breezy south winds gusts to 25 miles per hour. Upper 60s and lower 70s today. We're looking at temperatures in the 50s overnight, so still staying mild and breezy. One more warm day tomorrow, upper 60s and lower 70s, but then we will have a cold front that's going to come through with showers. So we're looking at dry but breezy conditions today. Rain arrives late on Tuesday, still breezy there. So if you've got a rake, not a good day. Not a good day for any yard work on Wednesday because we'll have rain likely. Breezy winds and those grounds will be wet and soggy. So if you've got a rake, maybe today or tomorrow. Halloween is on Wednesday, and it does look like we'll have some showers possible for those trick-or-treaters. Temperatures chilly in the 40s. Showers and shivers for the little ones. So bundle them up underneath their costumes. The showers start arriving late Tuesday into Wednesday with temperatures cooler in the 50s through the rest of the week. Jeremy, Kelly, back to you.
Thanks so much, Elisa. Oh, it does feel like fall outside.
It does.
Yes. Coming up, we went to Hakar's Bazaar on Commercial Street. We found some great vintage items and some costumes perfect for Halloween. That's next. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. I love the costumes we found.
I do too. It's fun.
Welcome back to Ozarks Fox AM, Commercial Street. I'm not kidding, Cal. One of my favorite places in Springfield.
I could spend the whole day there.
I really could. And we recently went to a very unique shop that has everything from vintage furniture and decor to vintage clothing and costumes. Take a look at Hakar's Bazaar.
Hey, nice to see you.
Vinny, how are you? Good to
so
see
well.
you.
Thank you.
Hakar's Bazaar. First of all, amazing,
Thank
colorful,
you.
vintage, retro.
The name, where'd it come from?
Made it up. Rhymes with bizarre.
Oh, I thought it had some foreign, you know,
I thought it meant
entity.
No, sounds good.
It does sound good.
I love it. That's awesome. So tell us what you sell here and how do you get all these amazing finds?
Okay, so we focus around 1950s through 1970s, and we travel a 12-hour radius and estate sales, auctions, everything.
What made you get into this?
We've always loved and collected vintage things, and overflow turned into booths, which turned into this, and here we are.
Is this how you decorate your home at home?
Yes, definitely. Whatever we find, we'll either go to our house or here and then flip it around all the time.
Switch it out all the time. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's very cool. Never-ending redecorating
I know.
possibilities.
Ever changing, yes.
So how long have you been here?
We are creeping on 5 years now.
You're doing well.
Yes.
Yeah, you like C Street then?
Oh yeah, it's getting better and better as the months pass.
It's hard to even talk to Vinny because I'm looking around finding things that I want for my home.
Yes.
Or reminding me of things that my grandma had.
Yeah,
which
absolutely.
I love. But Kelly and I are kind of in a little predicament. We're trying to find really great costumes for Halloween because you know Halloween's right around the corner.
Oh, you're in luck. We just got a whole bunch. We bought out a whole theater in Kansas City, and we've got vintage clothes, costumes, everything you can imagine. Let's go check it out.
Oh, let's go. Perfect.
This is amazing.
I love this. This is amazing. So all of these costumes, have you collected over the years? You bought something out?
We have bought out a Kansas City theater recently who had been closed for about 28 years. So a lot of this stuff is vintage. There's some new stuff mixed in. We travel around and buy all the vintage costumes and clothes that we can. So
Vinny, is this stuff for sale or is it for rent?
it's all for sale. Don't really want to do the renting thing. Just sell it outright, and where our prices are going to be cheaper than the new box stores, and you're getting quality handmade vintage clothing. So.
What I like too is the vintage clothing, like there's costumes and then there's just vintage clothing that I would just wear normally every day.
Right.
Because you know, everything old is new again.
Exactly. Or you could dress up as a decade. Get your friends together and go as a 70s group or a 60s group.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What about these costumes up here? Because
They're gorgeous.
Are they all?
They're so ornamental.
Yeah.
Yes, these are a whole line of Alice in Wonderland from a play, and they're beautiful, velvet, heavy, and we're gonna sell it all as a lot. So.
Okay, so that Alice in Wonderland comes as a set.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this. And I know you've got a few models for us today, just showing examples of some of this amazing costumes.
Yes, we've got a couple of friends here to model for you. And this is a Persian street vendor or whatnot.
Oh. I believe it,
I
even
love
down to the
it.
shoes.
Look at those.
Look at that.
That is nice.
I love the hat.
And that's for sale.
And
I
that's
can't
for
believe
sale.
it.
And we,
Normally
you
you
know,
pay a lot of money to rent that.
Exactly, and we'd sell you that whole thing for maybe $90.
All right, who do we have next?
Now we have Helena with a sexy nun.
Sexy nun.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Straight out of American Horror Story.
Perfect.
That is amazing. Jeremy,
what?
I've been looking around. I think I've got some ideas for you. Things you would like.
I actually, some things have caught my eye. Vinny, do you mind if we do a little shopping for ourselves?
Please shop around.
Okay.
I'm going this way.
I'm going this way. love it. Can we try it on and can maybe we model it down C Street?
I think we could do that.
Oh, yes, let's do it. You had those wings.
I think I was kind of like a bird or something.
You were
like
a bird. You were
bird something
You
or
were
other.
an electric bird or something.
And it was just imagine us getting in costume saying, let's model down Commercial Street.
Well,
and nobody batted an
Nobody
eye.
cares because you can do what you want on Commercial Street. Absolutely.
And I love how seriously we were taking our modeling.
Yes, we were. And the other folks that were modeling there did a great job as well.
Yes. All right.
That was so fun. And such a unique place.
Yes.
Very good. All right, coming up, we're getting your response and thoughts to some of our social media posts. The Ozarks Fox feedback is next. You don't want to miss that. We will be right back.
I love my bird. I should have bought that one.
You should.
The first day I've worn them, though.
Oh,
so.
really? They knew?
Okay, so I won't suggest you sample. Okay, so.
Welcome back, and we're glad you're joining us, Kaylee, for this segment
Good to
here.
see you, Kaylee Custer.
Yes.
Great Monday morning.
It is a great Monday morning. All right, we're going to get your thoughts and feedback on our social media platforms. Jeremy, what's going on this Monday morning?
Well, you know, we love to get the audience interacting with what we do.
Yes.
You know, we like to post questions, not just videos, but just questions.
Right.
We want to know what you're thinking. So one of the questions that I posted last week or the week before really got me thinking because, you know, movies, you like to see them in the theater. Some you have to see in the theater. And I said, what was the very first movie that you went back to see again in the theater? So it's like, not only did you see it once in the theater, you saw it twice, and maybe even 3 times.
Because it was so good.
Because it was so good,
yes.
you had to see it again. Okay, so be thinking of your answers. Let's check in with our viewers. First up, we have Leanne, who said, it may have been Beauty and the Beast, but I can't remember. I know I went to see The Sixth Sense at least twice. Ooh. That is a good one.
I feel like those are complete opposites,
they
though.
are.
Beauty and the Beast is like magical and happy, and then The Sixth Sense is...
I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree.
The opposite.
Up next, let's see who we have next. Thanks, Leanne. Up next is Richard, who said, Runaway with Tom Selleck and Gene Simmons. Watched it twice in one night at the theater. I've never even heard of that movie.
I don't know.
But that's a good one, Richard. Thanks so much, Richard. Up next, we have Justin, who said, Ninja Turtles or Ghostbusters 2. Justin, I like the way you think. At least they're on the same kind of page, right?
Yeah.
And then Brandy said, Titanic. Brandy, I picked yours because that was my first movie I saw like 7 times in the theater was Titanic.
Yes.
I kept going back with friends and family.
Well, I loved the movie, but I didn't go back to the theater to see it. But every time it comes on TV, I am just mesmerized by it.
Well, Kaylee, what was the first movie you saw more than once in the theater?
Jurassic World, because it's actually pretty funny. So I walked into the wrong theater the second time and rewatched it because I was holding my popcorn and I was ready to go.
And you didn't want to leave?
I should have went to the theater on the left, but I went to the theater on the right.
But if you hadn't liked it so much, you wouldn't have stayed, obviously.
Yeah.
So you did.
I mean, it was a good movie. It was worth it.
There you go.
Yeah.
What about you, Cal?
Well, it's such a long time ago, I hate to say it, but you're the one that I want.
Grease!
Yeah, Grease.
Oh, that's a good one to see more than once.
It is just a classic. And, you know, they redo it at the Gilloys all the time, and yeah, it's great.
See, I had to research my answer because I knew it was Titanic, but then I didn't know because once I saw The Sixth Sense, when you see that movie, you have to watch it a second time because you
see things.
I don't want to give it. Yes, you don't want to spoil alert, but you have to go back and watch it the second time.
Yeah.
So I do know I saw that one either that same day or the next day because you have to find out what's happening in the movie. Has it been out long enough where I can spoil things? I mean, I don't want to give it away anything.
The Sixth Sense?
The Sixth
That's
Sense.
hard to say.
The Sixth Sense with Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Anyway, we love getting your feedback. Ozarks FOX AM will be right back after this. Welcome back to Ozarks Fox AM. We love our next guest. Seriously, Bonnie Nolan from Bonbons Candy House is one of our favorite people ever.
Hi.
Because you're awesome and you bring sweets.
And I bring you candy.
You bring us candy.
We love you.
I love you guys.
How are you?
I'm wonderful.
Good. How are things at Bonbons Candy House?
Good. We're busy. We
Yeah.
are in the thick of it with fall and already getting into Christmas over because we're always have to be a little bit ahead. But right now we're celebrating fall and Halloween this week. So.
What's happening for Halloween?
Oh, well, a lot of fun different things. Our Halloween candy, you know, we can't compete with Walmart's, Target's, things like that when it comes to handing out your candy to every trick-or-treater that walks through your door. Our candy is great for the special kids, the ones that make a point to come to your house just to, you know, say hi to you and show you their costume. Your nieces, your nephews, your grandkids, your favorite kids.
Right.
So these are the fun little things that we can put together. Maybe a little gift bag with tissue paper or something like that. So you can say, I'm so glad that you came to see me. Here's your little bag. So we brought, I've got chocolate suckers. We have some that have little sugar skulls on them.
That's so cute.
These are great for little kids, just to, you know, hand them something that they can suck on. We have bags of candy. I've got sour pumpkins, really good candy corn, the good kind.
Oh, the good kind, yeah.
This is made by Jelly Belly. Jelly Belly actually is the originator of candy corn, one of their parent companies, Golett's.
I didn't realize
so they
that.
have the best candy corn. It's not waxy. It's
Oh,
really
see, that's a good,
I'm gonna try those for
throw
sure.
it with some peanuts.
Yeah.
It's delicious. We've got Rice Krispie Treat Monster Pops.
Those are so cute.
So I don't know if you can see it.
Look at that. That is so cute.
Yeah. So those
and it's
are
a Rice
wonderful.
Krispie treat.
Yes, yes. Cute little chocolate-covered Oreos that say boo.
Yes, lots of those little different things on
And
there.
Bonnie, that's my absolute
Franken
favorite.
Pops, Marshmallow Pops. These are great for little kids too, for them to.
The first time I ever had one, Bonnie, is one of your candy making classes, and I'd never had just a marshmallow dipped in that chocolate, and it is so delicious.
Thank you, thank you.
So
It's got
good.
chocolate sprinkles for his
Adorable.
hair.
So
yeah, and then marshmallow pops, some little jack-o'-lantern. Just fun little things that you can put together.
Yes.
Mix everything all up. Yeah. Oh, and then right here.
Okay.
These are boxes of chocolates. We have a Happy Halloween. So this one might be better for some adult kids that might come with their Halloween costume.
A little bit more mature.
You know, the
trick-or-treater.
parents of the kids, you know, give them one of these. So that's something full of truffles that they can appreciate.
So you've got kids candy, kind of, sort of, or anybody can eat this. And then we're moving on over here to...
It's still fall after Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to be
Yes.
carrying a lot of our fall things through Thanksgiving. Our caramel apples, however.
These are to die for.
This is our last week for caramel apples.
Really?
Yes, we have to clean up our kitchen and get ready for Christmas after this.
Oh,
so this,
I love them so much.
You don't want to miss out on the caramel
I
apples,
want to do
really.
this for Jeremy because he needs to... Can I take a slice off here?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, because these are... don't hurt yourself.
These are, don't cut me
Be
either,
careful.
Cal.
Step back now. Step
stepping
back. You
back.
know how I am with a knife.
Cutting the pecan caramel apple here.
That's
What's
my
the best
favorite.
seller, Bonnie? What's the favorite?
You know, normally it's the deluxe assortment with the milk chocolate on the pecans, but sea salt caramel this year has been going crazy.
really?
And who doesn't like sea salt caramel? But they're all delicious. Pecans are delicious on caramel.
That's the sea salt one.
We use a Granny Smith apple.
So
In front here, we've got our bonbons, which are named after me, I guess, a little bit. Our pumpkin bonbons are in. Caramel macchiato is delicious. I've opened it up. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a layer of Italian
right in
espresso
here.
ganache and a
Look at
layer
this
of
one.
caramel in the middle. And then our s'more bonbon is a layer of butter cookie ganache and then marshmallow. And then it's topped with a graham cracker crust on top. Those are both all
What's
delicious.
not to love?
I
They're
know.
so wonderful.
So those would be great for grown-up kids.
This is
Peanut
one
brittle.
of my dad's favorites. Peanut brittle.
We cooked peanut brittle all day on Saturday, about almost 200 pounds of peanut brittle.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, so come eat our peanut brittle, please.
Yeah.
Peanut brittle is so delicious.
This is the best caramel apple I've ever had.
Thank you. We have the best caramel.
And you make them there. I've
We
seen you
do.
do it.
We
I've
do.
seen you make it. It is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And you also have some fun, look at all these fun doodads.
We've got cute little things that you can throw in your gift bag. We've got bags of malt balls. We have bags of white chocolate covered pretzels. I don't know if I pulled those out or not. This little guy's hiding back here.
What is
this
that?
is something we have. It is a poop dispenser.
I was just going to ask you if it
This is
was.
great for adults and kids. It is, you wind it up, it walks across the table, and it spits out the little candies out the back.
Bonnie, when I saw it,
yes.
I said, it looks like candy corn, but it also looks like the poo emoji.
Yes, it's so cute.
That is really cute.
What are you going to think of next? Absolutely.
Bonnie, what are these? They look like candy corn, but they're red.
It's cinnamon, and those are really popular. That's that
Cinnamon,
Jelly
look
Belly
at
brand.
these.
But they used to do a mixture of cinnamon chocolate and a regular, and everybody was picking out the cinnamon. So now they're doing just a cinnamon corn.
Just a cinnamon,
It's
which are
amazing.
delicious.
Yeah, so that would be really good too.
Those are a favorite.
Yeah.
And don't forget about these for gift ideas too. Halloween, Thanksgiving, birthdays. Christmas, whatever.
What I also love is, you know how you do, like you see the white chocolate covered pretzels? You take that to a whole other extreme with these, though.
Basically, that's a caramel apple on a pretzel. So we dip the pretzel in our homemade caramel and then roll it in pecans and drizzle it in milk dark and white chocolate. We carry those year round, so if you're needing that caramel apple fix, but we don't have them right at that moment, you can come grab one of these and hopefully
so good.
I'm afraid if I started on that, I would never be without one.
Right.
Absolutely.
And you know, I see, Cal, an idea.
What's that?
This is kind of great for, like, if you're the grandparents or the uncle that doesn't have children. These are great gift ideas for your nephews, nieces, grandkids, showing how special they are around Halloween with this kind of stuff versus just the stuff you toss around walking down the street.
These are the You're Cute and Adorable, and we have something special for you guys.
Yes, we love you so much. Here's this awesome, awesome candy. So
Bonnie, where are you located and what are your hours?
We are in the Park Shopping Center on South Campbell, and we are open from 9:30 to 6 during the week, 9:30 to 5 on Saturdays, and come see us. Let us put something together for you. We'll put it in a gift bag, and you'll be walking away with a nice gift.
Can I also just plug your chocolate-covered espresso beans, your coffee beans? Because I love them.
Yeah. Oh, those
they are
good.
so good.
They are.
I used to eat all those when you would get them.
Remember, I would get them, and Kelly would eat them from my desk. Yes.
I'll refill you anytime.
Thank you, Bonnie. We appreciate you coming in. All right, up next, it's our weekend wrap with some great viral videos you might have missed this week. We'll be right back.
Thank you, Bonnie. This is seriously
oh, gosh,
so
I gotta
good.
have some
I
more.
know.
Oh, that's
Oh, my
delicious. Thank you.
Welcome back. It's time to look at some fun viral videos from the weekend that maybe you've missed. And I love this because we haven't seen these. Our producers pick them. We don't see them before the show. So we're going to have a natural reaction, just like the viewers at home. So let's take a look at the first video to see what we're going to be watching today. Okay, let's see. It's a runway.
What's on the runway, though?
Oh, my gosh, it's a cat!
My word!
Are you kidding me?
Where did that cat come from?
Why is there a cat in the fashion show?
It seems very comfortable there, though.
I feel like the cat should be wearing something.
Oh my gosh!
It is, hey, ladies, it is a catwalk.
Yeah.
Oh.
A cat suit.
On the
It
catwalk.
is wearing a cat suit.
And it's walking the runway.
That. That's hilarious.
It's working.
What do you think of my outfit?
Wait, look. Oh my gosh, I love it.
That is fantastic.
This makes me so happy. Oh my gosh, I want that cat. I want to know where this is. Because I would have gone to that fashion show. That would have made my year.
The cat said, look, I can
And he's
do
like,
that too.
and I'm done. Wait,
Yeah.
if he repeats and walks back, I was like, that's it.
That's hilarious. I love that.
Do you like cats?
I do.
I love them because they're
I'm more
so
of a dog
unique.
fan, but I do like cats.
You like
I'm more of a dog fan.
Yeah, well, me too, but cats are very interesting for sure.
That video was awesome. I don't even know where that was, what city, what state, what country, but that was amazing. I love that one. Okay, let's see what else our producers picked for us. I'm so excited. Wait, over here. Oh, the inflatable guys.
Yeah.
Is this
What
a
are they?
Halloween costume?
Blue Man Group? Is this the Blue Man Group?
Oh my gosh, it's a family. And that little,
Oh,
look at the
look
little
at the
one.
little one.
He's like, I'm not having it.
That is so funny. It's like, you guys are strange. You guys,
That's a hilarious costume.
What a great family costume idea. Although, probably hard to walk, though.
You can do this on
very
Instagram.
true.
There's one of these little things on Instagram. You can put your face in it, and it'll do that little blue thing.
I love
Did
that
you know
idea.
that?
No, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
I didn't know that either.
And you can be, oh wait, she's back, but she's a princess now.
Oh.
Or she's riding a horse.
She's like, I have a better idea, guys. Check this out.
Yes, a little girl wants to be a little riding a horse and a princess. I don't blame her.
That's right. All right, Halloween's on Wednesday. and
Yes.
We are always looking for tasty treats, and if you need some last-minute ideas, yes?
Yes. Oh, this is a
Take a
video.
look here.
We still have another video, though. Yeah, let's check this one out. What is this? I don't even know where I'm looking. I see. Oh.
Wait a minute.
Is it
Those are not
raccoons?
human hands.
No, they look very similar to human
What
hands.
are they? Are they raccoons? I think they're raccoons.
Kind
Look
of scary.
at that. They're trick-or-treating.
This is insane. I think I'd be freaking out.
Yes, see, they're raccoons. Do you see their face?
Oh, what? Oh, there. Yeah, I did see a little face.
Oh, my goodness. I think they've done this before. They're used to coming and getting these treats, you can tell.
That is creepy, though. Because
Yeah.
if you didn't know what it was and you just had a close-up, it looks like little tiny human hands.
I wonder what she's feeding them.
I don't know.
Maybe cat food? Do they like
Oh,
cat
they
food?
probably do.
Oh, they do
yeah.
like cat food?
I know my possum on my deck likes dog and cat food alike, so.
Do you put it out for him?
No, I put it out for the pets, but sometimes
But
the
sometimes
possum.
they do, yeah. Well, those
Yeah.
are so cool. We love seeing those every week because we
Yes.
never know what they're going to be.
Yeah, and I love our producers. Yeah, they're so much fun. Those are great videos.
They are. Thanks, Jake.
Yeah.
Engage.
Engage.
Yeah.
And Halloween
All right.
is on Wednesday. And if you're looking for ways to get new tasty treats, our producers also found another video that's great for some great last minute ideas. Like,
Yes.
look at this.
Okay.
Marshmallow fluff.
Oh, they dipped their whole hand.
I don't know if I would have. Oh, what in the. Oh, you get little spider webs.
Oh,
This
that's
looks
cute.
so messy.
It does.
Kaylee's like, I can't handle this. Now, was that
What's
an Oreo?
happening here?
Oh, look, they just made a little.
Oh, it's a pilgrim.
It's a pilgrim
that's
hat.
so cute.
Maybe.
It's adorable.
Or a snowman?
Snowman? Oh, a skull. I
A
think they
skull.
said skull.
These are some great
We're
ideas.
terrible. We need to think about Halloween here.
Yeah.
Okay, a waffle cone.
Oh, that's cute.
Dipped in chocolate with some sprinkles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and look at
A
that.
monster.
Those little edible eyeballs.
They're so cute.
Adorable.
You just made a witch.
Look how cute that is. What did they just do?
I love that.
Wow.
That is so
I feel
cool.
like you would have to eat these in so many different pieces.
Yeah, you would.
Mm-hmm.
But this is such
If
creative
you want to
ideas.
get creative, and these things take time, but they're really so cute.
Oh, a donut hole and white chocolate. I need to recommend that to Bonnie for the candy house. That would be great.
Yeah.
A donut hole wrapped in chocolate.
And what is that?
Gummy
That's a gummy lifesaver.
Gummy lifesaver.
Oh,
Oh, eyeballs.
Uh-huh, that's adorable.
Oh my gosh. I'll be
I'll be
watching.
watching. Okay, what can we do with these cherries?
Oh, you're dipping a pecan? Is it a pecan?
It's blood.
And it's brains.
Ooh, it's brains.
Oh! Oh my gosh. Okay, donut.
These
You
are
had me a
so
donut.
awesome.
Uh-huh. Oh, it's going to be a spider. Yep.
Oh, great idea.
See, that's cute.
Now, see, here's the thing. You take all this time to make these, and the kids devour them in like 0.3 seconds.
Well, they probably don't even look at what they are. They're just like, oh, there's a cupcake.
I know, but they don't take the time to appreciate what you've done for them.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's a cute idea. You just take cupcakes and smear the frosting? Oh, wow, that's... Oh, little tombstones!
Oh, rest in peace. That is
You're making a little
so
graveyard.
Yeah.
That is oh, I wish I would have thought of that one, because that looks delicious.
Yes. I would expect Ryan Pelton to have all this kind of thing at his party.
At his party, yes, coming up
He's
on Halloween.
so detailed.
Wow, this person has a lot of time on their hands to come up with all these recipes.
And I love those Nutter Butters. Those are really delicious. But now with the white chocolate on the outside?
I'm guessing it's a mummy.
Oh, that's
I thought it was a minion at first. I was like, is that a minion? I guess you could dress up. That is so adorable.
So many great ideas.
Man, the creative people out there, you guys are awesome.
Yeah, you are. Of course, you can go on Pinterest and find a lot of these great ideas too. But they just take so much time. But it's worth it.
Yes,
it's
I
worth
love
it.
that.
Look at that. And then you just grab those cupcakes and they're
devoured.
done.
Yes.
All right.
Well, Kel and Kaylee, I'm glad you're here because speaking of food, we just saw that great food.
Right.
I was in Mountain Home, Arkansas, and Debbie Horton's daughter-in-law, Carrie Stinger, makes the best cheesecake ever. I think I sent a still of what it looked like before because it's homemade, but it's absolutely gorgeous and it looks professional. And I brought you some because I want you to try this. This is coffee cheesecake.
With chocolate.
With chocolate on top. It is delicious. It's homemade, but the thing is, when you see the finished look, it is absolutely gorgeous. You would think you bought it from a store. So I brought you a few pieces because I wanted you to try this because seriously, it is so good. It's insane.
All right, Kaylee, let's try this out.
She makes so many great flavors. Every time I go to Mountain Home, they have a cheesecake waiting for me because they know it's my favorite. Does that not taste? There's the still. That's what it looked like before. Look at the presentation on this.
Holy cow.
Jeremy,
this is homemade.
This is amazing.
This is the best in the world.
I'm telling you, if you love that rich cream cheese flavor, she makes, she was telling me she makes like a salted caramel cheesecake, regular cheesecake, strawberry. I said you need to open a bakery.
Can't stop eating.
It's so smooth.
Because it's so awesome.
I definitely taste the coffee. Oh, it's so good.
Isn't it so, like you could finish the whole thing.
Oh, I totally could. And it is pretty rich, but it's so delicious. You should talk her into going into business.
I was wanting her to bring on several. Maybe she'll come on the show.
Why am I still eating?
Keep eating. You'll notice I didn't bring you the whole cheesecake because it's still in my fridge at home. Because I said if I bring it to work, Kelly will take the whole thing.
Oh my
Because I know
God.
how you love cream cheese. Will you take half?
Yeah.
Kaylee, this one's yours. You take that one before I eat it all. This is the best cheesecake I have ever tried.
I told you, I almost want, I'm going to grab Elisa after the show and have her try it because I want her New York opinion.
It's taking a lot of discipline right now to set this back down on the table. This is incredible.
It is so good. And I thought, what better, season than the Halloween season to come and try something. So if I can convince her to come on the show, she has so many different varieties. I would love for her. Let me get a better shot of that. Look at that. Look at that.
She's obviously been doing this a long time because that is absolute perfection. Like you said, Kaylee, the consistency, the creaminess of it.
Yeah, it's creamy and moist, especially the crust.
Right.
And the graham cracker crust
with lots of butter. I can tell by
so
looking
delicious.
at it. It has
I know.
lots of butter holding it together.
I asked her when I saw her on Saturday, I was like, how do you do it without it cracking? Every time I make a cheesecake, it looks like an earthquake hit it.
Yeah.
And there's cracks everywhere. She didn't tell me her secret, but if we can get her to make one on the show.
Oh, let's bring her in.
Maybe we can read between the lines and figure it out.
For heaven's sake. Maybe it's extra eggs.
Oh,
because
I never thought about extra eggs.
That holds it together. And that you always use that in cheesecake.
Yes, I love the coffee one, but even just a plain regular cheesecake. Are you kidding me?
When you brought those two pieces in, I thought, Jeremy, my goodness, these are huge pieces. Why in the world would you bring all this food in there? I can't imagine.
Because I knew you would love it.
It's just
amazing.
Did I oversell it? I didn't oversell it, did I?
No. And a lot of times that happens to movies and all kinds of things. You did not oversell that.
It is delicious. And by the way, I'm going to be showing you some photos and some clips of So Unique. I think tomorrow on the show, you'll get to meet Debbie Horton, who's been at Mountain Home. Have you been to Mountain Home, Arkansas?
I have, yes.
It is just the most quaint, lovely town, full of people. Everybody kind of knows your name kind of feel.
Yeah, right.
Everybody gets along. When I'm there, I feel like it's almost like after church social.
Yeah.
Because everybody gets together. You brings food.
A potluck dinner.
You know everybody's life and their story, and you ask about their kids and their grandkids, and it just has such a warm feeling. It's kind of like you're going home every time I go to Mountain Home, Arkansas.
And I think they've adopted you, Jeremy.
I wish they really would, because then I would eat like this every day.
They'll send, if they hear this, they'll send it up to you, believe me.
I hope they're watching because it's so good. But the rest of this is safely in my refrigerator at home, waiting for me when I get off
You should
of work.
freeze some of it because I know that you like a little bit at a time.
Yes, at a time. Yes.
All right, thank you so much for that. We appreciate it. All right, we'll be right back to wrap things up after this.
Okay, can I have one bite then?
No!
I just want a little bite. Just a little.
You have more at home. No.
I really want some.
No.
Oh, arrangement. Perfect. Perfection.
Okay. How long do we have?
And by the way, Kel, we only have 2 minutes for this Thanks Goodbye, and we have a lot to say, so I think we should get to it.
Okay, so get to the thicket thing really
No,
quick.
I'm just saying when they tell us to, because we only have a minute for the contest reminder.
A little extra time.
Okay, because look at all this.
Oh, look at that beautiful arrangement, Jer. It is gorgeous. Our friends at The Thicket, they're going to do this for us every week. And if you will go to our Facebook page, we've already posted it. Like, comment, and share for a chance to win. We will pick a winner on Friday. You can pick it up on Saturday at The Thicket. Isn't it gorgeous?
Yes, or at your convenience.
At your convenience, that's right.
Yes, but it's gorgeous, and I love The Thicket. And be sure to like our Facebook page as well, Ozarks FOX AM on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
That's right.
You can reach us everywhere.
That's right.
And also, aren't we going to be giving away tickets to another fun event? The singer, John Waite.
Yes, we are. We've got, I had an incredible interview with the singer John Waite on the phone. He's such a great guy, and he was going to be playing at the Riff on Halloween night. You will want to get tickets for that, and I think we're going to give away a couple of tickets for that as well.
That's going to be awesome. We're giving away so many
We
things.
are being so generous right now.
Right?
Yes.
We've got a lot of stuff to give away to you, our viewers, because we thank you for watching.
Absolutely.
And it's starting our week number 2, and we're so excited. Be looking for lots of stuff on social media. We'll be giving away lots of things, asking your questions, because we love your viewer response.
That's right.
Here in
We like
our
to hear from
feedback.
you.
Yeah, we want to get your feedback and what you want to hear about. So
that's right. We had so much fun with Ryan today.
Yes.
He is such a great guy. He brought us our little teddy bears.
Yes.
Yes, and he's performing at Legends in Concert every day. You'll want to go down there and see the whole show. It's a fantastic show.
Yeah, and by the way, Branson Search Christmas, you know.
November 1st.
November 1st.
Yep, that's right.
Yes. Also, we do want to thank all of our amazing guests today, just by the way. Ryan, of course, Pelton from Legends in Concert.
That's right.
The Crescent Hotel, which you spent a lot of time in.
I did, and it's gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful, but it's pretty scary, too.
Yeah, I would go in the day, not at nighttime.
Yeah, they have weddings there and stuff. It's such a gorgeous property.
Yes, daytime, not nighttime.
Exactly.
For me. Also, the haunted Eureka Springs.
Yes.
You were so brave. I'm proud of you, Kel, for being so brave in my place.
I just decided that as long as I was feeling safe in here, it was all going to be fine. You know, that nobody was going to bother me. But yes, I was very brave and went some of those under tunnels and Eureka Springs. There's an undercity. Did you know that, Jer?
I had heard about that, but yes.
I got to experience some of that.
Yes. Also, Joe Gidman from Cafe Cusco and Van Gogh's and Shabam Teas and Spices.
That's right.
C Street is amazing. Even if you don't go on the haunts of C Street, just go eat there. Support our local community.
That's
amazing. Hakar's Bazaar for some amazing costumes that we found.
You look good as a bird.
Thank you. I don't know if that's a compliment, right?
Yes, and you were a very fantastic bird. We had a great time down there.
And Bonnie Nolan from Bon Bon's Candy House, which we also love, and that caramel apple is
Oh, that's so delicious. Where did it go, by the way? I am all sugared up. Woo! I'm ready for a third show now.
Also, you don't want to miss any shows this week. We've got so much planned for you, including a really great Halloween show. Tomorrow, part 2. Feature of the Crescent Hotel.
That's right.
Kelly, you're still being brave.
Still being brave down there.
Yeah, and we'll also visit the basement morgue and find out its dark history.
Yes, I did that, and that was scary. Plus, our good friend Terry Wayne Sanders will be here to help inject some fun and character into the morning.
I love Terry Wayne Sanders.
He's adorable.
I'm so excited he's coming on the show.
He's so much fun.
Never know what he's going to say.
You don't, and that's the best part of it.
That's the best part. We just sit back and let him talk.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do.
That's what we're gonna do tomorrow.
Kelly and I found out about a special item on the menu at Hertz Donuts, but our interview was crashed by an unexpected guest. You do not want to miss. I'm telling you, if you don't miss anything, you don't need to miss tomorrow, because my therapy bills are through the roof this month because of what happened to me at Hertz Donuts a few weeks ago.
Cheer, bless your little heart.
I know.
We're going to have to work on your bravery, son.
Yes, you've got to tune in tomorrow.
All right, thanks for tuning in.
To Ozarks Fox AM, have a great day.
See you tomorrow.
Where's that cheesecake?
All right. Oh, it's over there.
Okay.
Get it.
I got some
that'll
candy,
work.
though.